Wholesale University is fired up, and so are we. 1 week from this Saturday, as part of WWE's Money in the Bank weekend, it's TakeOver Chicago 2, brought to you by NXT. And what a way to kick off the festivities. NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Basler. She has physically decimated all of her opposition, but just maybe, Nikki Cross is getting the best of her mentally.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Basler.
Well, Baszler has said that with her as champion, it's only a race for second place, but Maury, you might be right. I mean, she is such a good submission artist, one of the best technically in the industry today, that it might take that chaotic uncertainty that Nikki Cross has to upset her.
Despite what you may have witnessed, Shayna Basler is indeed still the NXT Women's Champion, regardless of what the Twisted Sister, Nikki Cross, may think at this time.
Last week, I showed the entire locker room through Dakota Kai that when you step into this ring, you're gonna get smacked in the face with a hard dose of reality, and I am that reality. See, it doesn't matter how brave you think you are to stand up to me. I'm tougher, I'm stronger, I'm better. And the strong will always defeat the weak. But there's always gotta be one. One person in the group that thinks the laws don't apply to them, and in this case, it happens to be Nikki Cross. Well, let me tell you something, Nikki. If you ever get in my face again, I swear it'll be the last thing you ever do. You want to come in this ring and disrespect...
Nikki Cross making her presence known after sending Shayna Basler a rather complex message. Challenged her to a match, made Dakota Kai the referee, and then quote-unquote pinned the NXT Women's Champion.
I think the problem here, Mauro, is that Nikki Cross, she doesn't understand what fear is. I don't think she realizes how dangerous Shayna Basler is.
I don't think she cares. I mean, that just may be enough to rattle and shake, in my mind, the unshakable Shayna Basler.
Well, in the end, as a wise man once said to a woman, maybe she is crazy like a fox, because Nikki Cross definitely has the NXT Women's Champion in her crosshairs.
You ever pull a stunt like that again? That stunt was a joke. Don't let it get twisted in that whacked out little mind of yours. I am the NXT Women's Champion. The only place you're better than me is in that whacked out corner of your brain. Just know that. What's wrong with you? Are you crazy? Is she crazy? You ever pull a stunt like that again, you have to know I could put you to sleep in a heartbeat.
Do it, Shayna. Do it. 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 Come on, Shayna. Please. 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 Please do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Nikki Cross attacking the NXT Women's Champion. It was a matter of time before this powder keg exploded, and Nikki Cross is all over Shayna Basler.
Shayna is in trouble. She's on her back.
Nikki Cross completely unhinged and overwhelming Shayna Basler.
This is something you typically don't see a Shayna Basler on the defense.
The Queen of Spades has never looked this vulnerable, and Nikki Cross putting the boots to the NXT Women's Champion. Oh, and Shayna Basler knocks out Cross with a right hand. And the former mixed martial artist Baszler showcasing her potent power with that right.
Oh, the jacket's off. The jacket's off now. This is serious business.
Baszler and, oh, what a forearm by Cross. And Nikki Cross going all the way to the top turnbuckle. She wants to be on top of the NXT Women's Division, and she sends Shayna Basler scurrying to the outside.
I don't know if I've ever seen Baszler rocked like this.
Shayna Basler got busted open by Nikki Cross. Baszler tasting her own blood, as Nikki Cross has literally drawn first blood in this rivalry. Man, I can't believe how out of sorts Shayna Basler is.
Baszler grabbing her title, but for the first time, and I can remember, this is the first time I've seen Shayna Basler show fear.
She was ready for the games, ready for UFC. She was ready for Hollywood. But is Ronda Rousey ready for Nia Jax?
6 feet tall, 272 pounds.
The irresistible force Nia Jax, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, on a collision course for the championship.
Thanks for keeping it locked on NXT TV. Hey, a special thanks to the band Hailstorm. The band's track Uncomfortable is one of the official NXT Loud theme songs for TakeOver Chicago. It's off the album Vicious, available July 27th on iTunes and Spotify.
And speaking of uncomfortable, how about the altercation we just saw before the break? For the first time since arriving on the scene, the Queen of Spades looks to be unnerved and taken completely off her game by the unpredictability of NXT's twisted sister, Nikki Cross.
You will not want to miss this confrontation at TakeOver Chicago. These two superstars will finally go one-on-one for the NXT Women's Championship.
We are set for action in the NXT Tag Team Division, where the behavior of TM61 has been raising eyebrows, but they've been raising wins.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 450 pounds, Shane Thorne, Nick Miller, TM61.
You gotta think, Paul, you said it. I mean, that's what it's all about. Stacking up win after win. These guys are not trying to be forgotten about. These guys want to remain relevant here at NXT.
And what Shane Thorne did there, a show of disrespect, similar to what he did to Otis Dozovic. Throwing in his opponent, trying to get in his head, literally as well as figuratively, Mora.
TM61 has recorded controversial victories over the likes of Heavy Machinery and the Street Profits. And when they were questioned, they say, hey, it's a win. And that's what it's all about, Nigel. Victories. They want to work their way into NXT Tag Team title contention.
They don't care about opinions. It's not about the journey, it's about the destination.
Miller lighting up his opponent, Mike Hughley, with those knife-edge chops, a well-placed kick to the breadbasket. Tag is made, in comes Shane Thorne and TM61 working in tandem.
The Aussie Action Heroes moving quickly, but enjoying their work at the same time. Look at that.
Oh, counter by Hughley. The tag is made, and our first look at Robbie Griffin, who just got decimated by one of the best drop kicks you will see.
Look at how aggressive Thorne is, though.
Wow.
For a second, he got shown up, and he said, I'll give you some of that, mate.
That drop kick was a certifiable missile, and the hyper-aggressive TM61 continues. Miller fish hooking the nostrils of Grand. An illegal move, and the referee admonishing him, administering the count of 5. And Miller manipulating the count like a veteran.
There's some fight here. And Robbie Grand trying to find a way to stay alive against TM61.
Well, he's doing not a bad job right now. Oh, that got stopped. Knee brace to the back. Opportunistic Thorne took the opportunity to drive that knee brace into the back of his opponent.
You gotta think, ever since the return of Shane Thorne, these two TM61, they've realized that time is precious and they need to move quickly.
The suddenly truculent TM61. Oh! And what a shot to the back of the neck by Thorne. And it is good night. TM61 records another triumph.
Your winners, TM61.
A couple of aggressive Australians chalk up another victory. They've beaten Heavy Machinery, they've beaten Street Profits. Who is next for TM61? The opponent had no idea what was coming, but listen to the sound of this. Clubbing him in the back of the head. They like to call that a king hit in Australia. Call it what you will, it secured the victory for TM61.
We've proven that we're the best team in NXT. Street Profits, we won. Heavy Machinery, we won. See this right here, this is about winning, and we are winners. And we will win against the War Raiders, Oni and Danny, or the Undisputed Era if they're man enough to get in the ring with us.
So from now on, each and every team in NXT should kneel down and call us the Mighty.
Tough talk from the newly christened The Mighty, Nick Miller and Shane Thorne, who have their sights set on the NXT Tag Team throne.
Well, from the mighty to the majestic, the lady Lacey Evans gets another crack at Kairi Sane. She came up with a victory last time, but will history repeat itself tonight?
And the team of Burch, Morgan, and Dunn have already defeated Undisputed Era. But Strong said, give me Dunn's countryman Burch, and he'll show them that they're out of their league. Tonight, it's a battle of wills between Roderick Strong and Danny Burch.
Alistair, you say that it takes but one shot for your opponents to fade to black, but you've never faced anyone like me.
And with that, Sullivan took his own shot, leading to this. As you can hear from the reaction of the NXT Universe and the look of shock on the champion, Sullivan easily dispensed of the champion's most devastating move and hit his own boom. Freak accident. And with the champion prone and emasculated in the center of the ring, Sullivan's path of destruction continues. NXT TakeOver Chicago, 1 week Saturday, live on the WWE Network. The question is, will Sullivan leave Chicago holding that title as the new NXT champion?
With the most significant opportunity of his career looming, Sullivan was at the Performance Center earlier this week to continue training for his NXT Championship match at TakeOver Chicago. With a group of young trainees trying their hands at the Rocky Mountain Goliath, Sullivan was absolutely unstoppable, plowing his way through any and all competition in dizzying fashion.
Come here!
The entire Performance Center seemed to fall into an eerie silence, with classes and other training sessions coming to a halt in order to watch as Sullivan continued to relentlessly lay waste to anyone who dared step up. And while none of Sullivan's victims from this training exercise have the skills or experience of Aleister Black, you can bet that Sullivan had the NXT champion in his mind's eye throughout this impressive and frightening exhibition. Sullivan sent a malevolent message to the Dutch Destroyer. And later tonight, we will hear from the NXT champion as Black responds to his challenger at TakeOver 1 week from this Saturday, only on the WWE Network.
The bowling contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, he is one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, representing the Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong.
Sporting a new attitude, Roderick Strong, who has issues with not only Pete Dunne, but his opponent here tonight, Danny Burch. Remember, it was Burch, guys, who recorded the biggest pinfall win of his career in that six-man tag team match, as he, Oney Lorcan, and Pete Dunne vanquished the Undisputed Era.
And personally, more, I hope Burch does the same thing here tonight against Roderick Strong. I have lost all respect for this man.
Why is that, Percy?
Come on, man. Are you serious? He turned his back on his partner when they had the victory. I shouldn't even have to answer that.
Made the better choice in my book.
And his opponent, from London, England, weighing in at 180 pounds, Danny Burch.
The double tough Brit, Danny Burch, hopes to continue to ride the wave of momentum as he has his sights laser focused on Roderick Strong.
Well, eyes are going to be especially on this match because after the pinfall that Burch scored on O'Reilly last month that you talked about, General Manager William Regal has made a match for TakeOver Chicago when Burch will team with Lorcan against the Tag Team Champions. That's a week from Saturday on the WWE Network.
Immediately Strong with the takedown, looking to cinch a side headlock on Danny Burch, riding him there from the back, keeping him grounded. Nice counter to the hammerlock, arm wringer by Burch.
Many of the UK competitors here all technically sound, as you can see there.
Beautiful grappling exchange, some terrific chain wrestling to kick off this matchup.
You gotta think of how fired up Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan are. The first ever TakeOver match coming up in Chicago. These guys are ready.
Thus far, Danny Burch, one step ahead of Roderick Strong.
Lucky, back up!
I don't think luck has anything to do with it. Danny Burch has more than paid his dues, now enjoying his second tenure with NXT and continues to impress.
I know what it's like to have a second chance here in this business, and you better believe Danny Burch feels the same way. He is not going to let this opportunity slide. He's not going to let it slip away this time.
And thus far, Nigel, Danny Burch bedeviling Roderick Strong.
Yeah, I mean, he's shown he is the better technical competitor of the two.
Do you truly believe that, or is he just getting the better of him at this stage of the matchup?
I truly believe it.
I've known Danny Burch for a very long time, and his ground game is second to none. The man can operate.
Oh! Well played shoulder there. Oh! What a counter kick by Roderick Strong, the great equalizer in this matchup.
Well, that is where Strong is going to have an advantage.
And now the new attitude of Roderick Strong, the vicious ground and pound, the short knee strikes. What a crossface! Right to the way the neck, now fish hook in the nostrils.
Roderick Strong milked all of that count with that fish hook.
Oh, what a knife edge chop by Strong. Oh, wanting to burst the blood vessels on Danny Burch's chest. And Strong, the Messiah, the backbreaker with a pendulum backbreaker.
You know what Roderick Strong's looking for.
Goes for the cover, hooks a leg, and Burch kicks out at two.
Roderick Strong goes to work now. Front face lock, but look how he's trying to slip behind, control the lower back at the same time, forcing Burch to work his way out of this. Burch got to try and shoot his left leg through. That's another way out of it.
Couple of right hands by Danny Burch. Whoa! What a kick by Roderick Strong. This could very well spell the end for Burch, but he kicks out. Ow! Drop kick to the back by Strong.
It just seems to be that when there's a separation between these two, Roderick Strong manages to get the advantage.
Roderick Strong representing Undisputed Era, the NXT Tag Team Champions, the North American Champion, and now Roderick Strong working the abdominal stretch on Burch. And what effects does the abdominal stretch do to Burch's anatomy, Nigel?
It's the intercostal muscles of the ribs that makes it more difficult to breathe. Same thing here, particularly attempting a bear hug, but Burch was quick to get out.
Strong gets unceremoniously dumped out of the ring, but he's quickly back in the squared circle, misses with that knee to the top, and a headbutt by Burch. Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan will have an opportunity to become new NXT Tag Team Champions at TakeOver Chicago 2. And you know that Burch would love to stick it to the Undisputed Era again in this matchup.
Oh, training strikes. Burch has that boxing background.
Speaking of that, he told me his first amateur match, he knocked the man out in 22 seconds.
Wind up European uppercut followed by a running European uppercut and a short clothesline from the hard-hitting Brit, Danny Burch. Missed a drop kick by Burch. And Roderick Strong is reeling.
But still with enough left in the tank to nip up.
Wow, another European uppercut. Release German suplex. And Roderick Strong needs to find a way to slow down the pace as he gets turned inside out with the clothesline. Wait a minute. Here comes the rest of the Undisputed Era. They knew Roderick Strong in trouble, but here comes Only Larkin and Pete Dunne. And things are breaking down. Here at Full Sail Live.
And look at the fist fight here. Whoa!
This has broken down now. The match still going on in the ring.
Jumping knee was averted by Danny Burch looking for the crossface.
He's trying to lock it in.
Strong trying to fight it off. Danny Burch looking for a second victory over the Undisputed Era. Cole diverts his attention and calling some right hand for his efforts.
Oh, he's out.
Backbreaker Strong, the cover, matchbook cover. Roderick Strong records the win.
Here's your winner, Roderick Strong.
That should come with an asterisk, a huge assist from the Undisputed Era, but Roderick Strong, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. And he, wait a minute, behind.
Nemesis Pete Dunne. He hasn't forgotten what happened at TakeOver New Orleans.
And Strong has unfinished business with his one-time tag team partner, Roderick Strong.
Let him have it.
And the Bruiserweight. Look at, but here comes Kyle O'Reilly attacking the left leg, the knee of Pete Dunne.
I think he had his championship title in his hand.
And the NXT Tag Team Champions, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, adding to the heartache of Pete Dunne. WWE United Kingdom Champion Pete Dunne. And Danny Burch gets walked over by Roderick Strong. So the NXT Tag Team Champions O'Reilly and Strong sending a message to their opponents and to the WWE United Kingdom Champion. It will be Only Larkin, Danny Burch, challenging Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly at TakeOver Chicago 2.
But on that night, will they be leading with those titles around the shoulders? Or will we have new NXT Tag Team Champions?
Yeah, I like it. Cool. So let's shoot some with the hood up. Sounds good to me. All right, let's do it. All right, let's get it. Cool. Looking right here. Nice. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Good stuff.
Whoa! What do we have here? A photo shoot? Why are we taking pictures of this guy? Are we trying to break the camera? I'm just joshing you. Look, Kassius Ohno, you are a tremendous wrestler. But my friend, you are not in the top 1%. You are not NXT's golden goose. You are not the best here, the best there, the best.
Okay, we get it. EC3, you're a lot of things, right? You're a lot of things, and one of those things is a narcissistic, arrogant blowhard. And if you keep talking to me in this manner, you'll be 1% away from being 99% unconscious.
It's tough words.
Yeah. Oh, you think you're tough? What are you waiting for, man? Let's do this.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm all booked up.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a week to prepare.
A week to prepare. Kassius Ohno, V, EC3. I could see it in lights. Challenge accepted.
Sorry about that. All right.
Will EC3 be looking at the lights when he faces that young knockout artist, Kassius Ohno? One man who's been facing the ire of the NXT universe is the Blackheart, Tommaso Ciampa. With his street fight against Johnny Gargano, official for TakeOver Chicago, Tommaso Ciampa is here live tonight.
2 weeks ago, Lacey Evans defeated Kairi Sane with the women's right, evening things up between both competitors. But right now, momentum is on the side of Evans as the Pirate Princess looks to get back to her winning ways. Kairi Sane takes on Lacey Evans, next on NXT.
Welcome back to NXT TV here on the campus of Full Sail University. And tonight, NXT is powered by Tap Out Men's Body Spray. Now available in the fragrance aisle at Walmart. Aleister Black has enjoyed the sweet smell of success since he came to NXT. And with just over a week remaining before his title defense at TakeOver, Black has responded to the recent actions of the Leviathan Lars Sullivan as the NXT champ prepares for battle in Chicago.
The guy's an absolute freak. Absolute monstrous individual.
Lars Sullivan, you did what people thought was the unthinkable, and you turned it into a reality.
Black firing back with the right hand, and oh! Sullivan catches Black mass, 1 on.
But your actions last week do not determine my reality. You succeeded in showing me what lies ahead in Chicago. But next week, your reality will fade to black.
Well, after what we saw with Lars Sullivan last week, I'm surprised Aleister Black seems so confident that he's going to leave TakeOver Chicago with the title.
Look, I've never seen anybody stop Black Mass, and if Lars Sullivan pulls that at TakeOver Chicago, Black could be in trouble.
Well, speaking of trouble, Percy, resident troublemakers, the Undisputed Era continue to succeed by hook or by crook. Earlier tonight, we saw Roderick Strong score a victory over Danny Burch in singles competition. Well, Burch will be looking for revenge when he and Oney Lorcan challenge Strong and Kyle O'Reilly for the NXT Tag Team titles at TakeOver Chicago. Well, the Windy City will also play host to the much-anticipated showdown between the Walking GIF, or GIF, Ricochet, and the vainglorious Velveteen Dream. Dream feels the NXT spotlight isn't big enough for the both of them.
You know, for a while, the name Ricochet always coincided with this kid who could do flips. I kind of set an expectation for myself that I have to stay at this certain level or exceed it a lot of times.
The one thing you can expect is the unexpected.
For 15 years, I have scraped and clawed my way to the top of every single company that I have been in.
The one and only is in NXT.
The one and only. That must mean you're blessed. I'd say I'm blessed.
Dripping in finesse and attitude, the Velveteen Dream has certainly proved he's tough enough.
When you're truly blessed, you don't need to struggle. Being blessed means that you're equipped with intangibles, with it. Do you want to know what it is? Every word they say, every gesture, hooked, just like that. Ricochet's good. That's athletically. You can impress a few people, but can you make them feel it?
No, no, no. Understand this. Anything that you can do, the Dream can do better.
Prove it.
Velveteen, what's the worst struggle he's had? Being eliminated from a reality TV show?
The Dream has no memory of that.
And not only that, he gets his NXT contract. He gets his opportunity. Well, I got mine, and I wasn't handed it. I earned it.
There's a monarchy here in NXT, and Ricochet believes that he's the king. That's funny to the Dream. Well, if the Dream were to pick a crown, he'd choose to be the prince. The difference between a king and a prince. The king was good, but that prince, he knows that there's a bigger crown. At NXT TakeOver Chicago,
when 100% of my focus is on the Velveteen Dream,
the king will fall.
The only thing that he's going to experience,
the monarchy dies,
is defeat.
The Velveteen Dream will rise
at the hands of King Ricochet.
The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Paris Island, South Carolina, Lacey Evans.
Now, Lacey Evans says she accepts the tiebreaker, and she says she has a woman's right with Kairi Sane's name on it. Now she can talk the talk. Let's see if she can walk the walk.
She says, my baby will be watching.
You see her hand? You see the hand? Got Kairi's name on it.
The woman's right. That right hand has Kairi's name on it, literally. Last again, ye shall receive the rubber match in the NXT Women's Division coming up between Lacey Evans and Kairi Sane.
And her opponent from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
Well, the Pirate Princess is going to have to watch out for that right hand. It's got her name on it clear as day. That doesn't mean she's going to see it.
And meanwhile, Evans has to be on the lookout for those eviscerating elbows. Variety of elbow strikes that have helped Kairi Sane achieve greatness. And tonight, Sane and Evans meet for the third time. Evans coming off the biggest victory of her career, courtesy of that lethal right hand she has christened a woman's right.
When Evans walked into that match, I think a lot of us looked at her perhaps as certainly not the favorite in the match. I think now we've got to consider both these women on an even keel.
And Evans has the psychological advantage coming off the victory, and in such stunning fashion. Perfectly timed right hand.
Yeah, but that was a while ago, but I mean, we always talk about Kairi Sane getting acclimated here to NXT. I think she's gonna right that wrong here tonight.
That Evans right drops Sane like an anchor, and so we are set for their third meeting here, and oh, Evans is going back to that well, is she?
And nah, Kairi's not gonna fall for this again.
She's being a lady.
The bell, and we are underway again. Lacey Evans already attempting to play some form of mind games with Kairi Sane, who is laser focused.
And notice how Sane is wearing gloves in this match. Perhaps that could be a factor. Perhaps she's trying to employ some punches too.
And Evans with a handful of hair. Referee calls for break, and beautiful evasive tactics by Sane before she launches the double chop.
Very
Like
nice.
head scissors by Sane.
Kairi Sane taking it right to Lacey early.
Reverse divorce court. Oh, she's trying to work on the hand. Trying to injure that right hand so she can't get punched.
So right won't be might in this instance as Sane works all forms of Evans' weapons. Tip up by Lacey Evans. Oh, Evans sidesteps Sane and then delivers a knee right to the face.
Inside, come on.
I need you inside. Let's go.
Springboard elbow drop by Evans. Sane's not the only one with scintillating elbow strikes. And you have to think that there was more to that elbow than just the offensive move. I think that was a psychological salvo fired as well. Right hand to the stomach by Evans.
Hey, watch the hair.
You can see with the aggression that Evans is firing in these strikes.
Watch the hair.
Look at the disrespect by Evans, trying to get the pin with the right hand to the face of Kyrie.
Lacey Evans' confidence continues to grow by the second.
Come on, Nixon. Come on, let's go. Off the
Referee
hair.
admonishing Evans. Cobra clutch employed by Lacey Evans.
Stay off that hair. Stay off the hair.
It is the rubber match between the Lady of NXT, Lacey Evans, and the inaugural Mae Young Classic winner, Pirate Princess Kairi Sane.
We always talk about when Sane gets in a submission like this, the restriction of the blood flow and the lack of the air supply. But think about the frustration of not being able to move and being trapped.
Evans, a Marine. Cobra clutch also employed by WWE great Sergeant Slaughter. What a innovative offense there, Nigel.
Even more impressive from Evans has managed to have the lion's share of the offense.
Let's go. Right on the corner. Come on, Lacey.
Oh, again, Bronco Buster in the corner.
Need you out.
Kairi Sane tried to start this match off by aiming for that right hand.
Evans goes for the cover. Sane able to escape, but she is nursing that right arm injury, maybe her wrist. And Lacey Evans is having her way with Kairi Sane.
Come on.
Here it is.
Oh!
Try to slap a back fist.
Sane blocked it. Pump pedal and she turns Evans over.
Sane is having trouble breathing at this point.
Sane delivering some right hands of her own, and she runs right into the boot of Lacey Evans.
Wow.
Drops her on the spot.
Kairi Sane just ran into a brick wall.
That caught her hard. Dropped like a ton of bricks.
And look at Lacey Evans. Body slam. And Evans beginning to acquit herself very well. Wow, you talk about a cocky cover, doing push-ups on Kairi Sane.
No time to get arrogant.
I agree.
This isn't boot camp, although she wants to boot Kairi Sane.
I think having so much of the offense has lured her into a sense of full security.
Well, and you wonder how. Wow! Whoa! Oh man, no water in the pool, but what an attempt by Lacey Evans, showcasing her athleticism. But it was Kairi Sane able to avoid the moonsault, and Evans unable to avoid the interceptor. And another one.
Sane's feeling it.
Make it a hat trick. 3 in a row. The interceptor spear on Lacey Evans. Evans struggling to breathe.
And arguably for the first time in this match, Kairi Sane has a strong advantage. A chance to capitalize.
Take it home, though. That's the question.
Sane marching on the Marine NXT Universe. In sync with Kairi Sane and the sliding D. Sane wasting little time going to the top turnbuckle. Sane explodes off the top turnbuckle. Flattens Evans, goes for the cover. Full mount, and Evans still slides out.
Wait, look.
Grabs the arm as she's trying for an armbar, perhaps.
And Evans going for her, but Sane wanting to beat Evans with the submission move.
Evans, this is trouble right here.
Sane needs to drive with the hips, try to hyperextend that elbow joint.
Sane wanting to hyperextend that right arm, but instead Evans stacking her up for a 2 count.
That was close.
But you wonder how that's impacted a woman's right.
I think she realizes what a threat Evans is. It's going to take a little more than that.
Alabama slam from Tokyo for Kairi Sane.
Oh, yeah.
And she has shown a much more aggressive temperament.
Is this enough?
Evans has drawn the ire of the Pirate Princess.
Got it!
Insane elbow. Rubber match goes to Kairi Sane.
Your winner, Kairi Sane.
Oh, well done, Onna Kaizoku. She didn't take Evans lightly in this match. She knew the threat that she posed, and she made absolutely sure she would end this match victorious. That speaks to her experience.
Lacey Evans is not delivering the woman's right tonight.
It was Kairi Sane's right to fly from the top rope, driving that impact elbow right underneath the rib cage.
This thing is a thing of beauty. X marks the spot. Elbow to the sternum.
Getting on top and getting that big pinfall attempt. Well done, Kairi Sane. Well, let's not take anything away from Lacey Evans, who has certainly shown something here tonight as we move forward towards TakeOver.
And speaking of TakeOver, the most bitter rivalry in NXT history has spawned a Chicago street fight. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa will once again tear into each other with intemperate rage. Last week, Gargano officially signed the contract, much to the chagrin of his significant other, Candice LeRae. Meanwhile, the insufferable Sicilian psychopath will once again attempt to address the NXT universe. Next.
Camp
Feeling kind of magical, yo.
is back.
I want to go back to Camp WWE.
In season.
Woo!
Hey, Sina.
It's crazier.
These kids are idiots.
Nuttier.
To hell with all of you.
And wilder.
Oops.
Than ever.
You look ridiculous.
I love this place.
It's a new season of the adult animated series, Camp WWE. Watch anytime on demand, with new episodes every Sunday, only on WWE Network.
We heard from the champion Aleister Black earlier tonight regarding his thoughts on Lars Sullivan, but next week the NXT champion will be here live at Full Sail. What can we expect from Aleister Black on the final NXT before TakeOver Chicago? Find out next week.
And after being issued the challenge earlier tonight, EC3 has signed on for another marquee appearance at Full Sail when the top 1% goes up against the knockout artist himself, Kassius Ohno, next week on NXT.
Fact is, you all gave up on me long before I ever gave up on you. And don't you forget it for one damn second. You tapped out. You disgust me. One week ago, listen, guys, I'm gonna talk, and you all have a choice. You can all shut up and listen, or you can keep making noise. I personally, I don't care. I don't. Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. One, spare me with your psycho killer bullcrap. And two, let's talk about Johnny Wrestling. Let's talk about last week, how Johnny Gargano did what Johnny Gargano does and came out here unannounced, uninvited, and interrupted a match. Why? Because it's always about Johnny Gargano. Johnny had to announce himself to the entire world that he signed his contract for NXT TakeOver Chicago in a street fight versus me. Apparently, Johnny Wrestling has become Johnny Badass. I get it. It's adorable. It is. I do. I mean, really, anything, right, to take attention away from the fact that 2 weeks ago you damn near crippled your own wife. And you know what the best part is, Johnny? You know what the best part about this all is? Is that this is on you. You brought your wife to the ring with you. You challenged me to a fight. I didn't want to fight. I was minding my own business, but you insisted. Even when the little blondie begged and she pleaded, you insisted. Even when referees came out here and they pleaded, you insisted. And then what did you do, Johnny? You attacked me. All I did was simply defend myself. The truth hurts. The truth hurts, Johnny. I know that. And what you should have done, boy, is you should have listened to your wife. Because now this is all on you. And now, Johnny, now you should listen to me. June 16, 2018, TakeOver Chicago. Boy, don't show up. I promise you, this whole Gargano fairy tale, it is coming to an end, and it will not be a happy ending. Your wife is broken. You will be broken. I win.
Well, oh, okay.
There is Johnny Wrestling.
And he's not waiting for Chicago. Johnny Gargano all over Tommaso Ciampa. Now wait, take it to him now.
Gargano is furious. He's hurting now.
He's got every right to be.
He will not be stopped.
Johnny Gargano wiping wrestling is apoplectic. He has had enough of the Sicilian psychopath, and they're not waiting for Chicago.
We need to get some more security down there, get some more help. I've seen what these two are capable of.
Johnny Gargano breaks free and again wipes out Ciampa.
Ciampa furious. Doing his best to escape now, to get away, make his exit.
Tommaso is taking everything from Johnny Gargano.
And now Ciampa begging, pleading.
Gargano ambushed from behind by Ciampa.
Finally, Ciampa had an opportunity. Oh, Gargano's hurt.
Gargano by Ciampa. Ciampa putting on the Gargano escape on Johnny Gargano.
What an insult to Gargano.
An ignominious gesture. And Johnny Gargano's neck already injured at the hands of Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa looking to exacerbate an already dire situation. Go. The mother of all miscreants, Tommaso Ciampa, as diabolical as they come.
Wait a second.
Gargano's coming back up the middle. Returns the favor to Tommaso Ciampa. Gargano wants to rip apart Ciampa's flesh.
Gargano fueled by anger.
Get him out of here.
Ciampa, look at that. Oh my God, the savage nature of this rivalry. Now flowing.
My God, the vitriol between these two.
Johnny Gargano cannot be held back.
Ciampa, get out of there!
Oh my God! Gargano putting Ciampa in the clutches of the Gargano escape.
Ciampa desperately tapping for all he's worth.
And there is no